Hello everyone, my name is XFox1 and welcome back to some more Dragon Age Origins. Now, last we left off, we were going to recruit us. We hit a slight roadblock. On the way to the Frostback Mountains, there are bounty hunters that are dead set on taking us out. So we are going to put off the Dwarf allies for right now and continue on with the story in a different way. Now, earlier in the story, Alistair had suggested that we go to Redcliff to try and talk to Arl Eamon because Alistair was actually raised by the Arl, at least for a little while. And upon our travels, we have found out that the Arl has actually taken ill, and by some mysterious illness. And upon arriving to Redcliff, we also find out that they are under siege by monsters every single night. And that the monsters get more and more people are lost. Ban Tegan has asked us, the Grey Warden, the only surviving Grey Warden aside from Alistair, to assist them in tonight's siege in helping stop help stop the monsters from killing his people. So that is what we're going to do today. We are going to look around the village and see if there's anything we can help, at least booster everyone's chances of survival. And Jeddah, I'm pretty sure we have an item, a list that belongs to you.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you...
You've heard of me?
Your husband and son are both dead.
I thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me.
Certainly.
Maker's blessings upon you.
Oh, poor girl. But I think it's better to know the truth than to, I think it's always better to know the truth, worry and fear. And this young girl has a quest for us.
Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Are you alright? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what I hear him. And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
Said something about saving mother. Just a little boy. Stan, she's gone.
Grief can make us do many things that don't make any sense, I'm afraid.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Have you tried looking for your brother?
To our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village and I called, but I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Don't worry, I'll look for him.
Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
You?
We sit here and wait for them.
We have no choice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
I just hope everything will be all right. So many have already died.
Hopefully some of the people here.
Exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness.
They're gone, dear.
Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to holy.
Okay, now we're leaving the chantry to see what we can do.
These people don't deserve what has happened to them. We must get to the bottom of this.
Dorian, we will. So as you can see, we do have a small...
And their numbers just keep growing each night.
Well, sure, they take the dead and they, you know...
I don't want to think about that.
I guess this might be the last night after all. The king isn't coming. Nobody is.
So what can we do? Leave? Try to get out of the village?
And abandon everyone? No, we fight.
That's a good point. I'm glad they have a fighting spirit at least. But yeah, as you can see, we do have a small militia, some good barricades, some barricades.
Maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray and hope for a miracle.
Murdoch.
So you're the... Are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
I get that a lot. And why would you think that?
For more reasons than you care to hear, I bet. Still, there's no reason to think Van Tegan's lost his mind. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
That's good. The survival rate of ingrates is remarkably low, so I hear.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village.
I love Zephyr.
Providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith, good men. We will defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
What can I do to help?
Need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even... If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety...
Why does Owen refuse to talk to
His
you?
daughter Va is one of the Alessa's maids. I haven't heard from her since this whole business started. Did we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in? I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first. Hope he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Fair point. Alright, so we'll take a look at that, but we'll keep going on. Let's just explore the village a little bit. It seems like a waterfront village, or at least a village. Dwayne's home appears to be locked. General store. No one seems to be in. A note. Tattered chopping list. Dwarven armor. And barrels. There's lamp oil in these barrels. Oh. If all of these barrels are lamp oil, then yeah, we can actually leave them a nasty surprise. And here's Caitlin's home. If I were a child, scared of what might happen, I think my first instinct would be to run home. When you approach the dresser, something moves inside. You hear a short, surprised intake of breath and then silence. Hello? Is someone in there?
This isn't your home. Young man, come out this instant.
Yes, ma'am.
I love when...
All right, I came out. You won't hurt me, will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want.
What's your name?
Bevan. My sister is Caitlin. She's probably at the Chantry looking for me.
So what are you doing in here?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I can help you.
Could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Where is the sword
In the
now?
chest,
In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
But I could use that sword to help the village.
I guess you're right. I should help defend the village, shouldn't I? Father would have if he were here. Oh, all right. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the chantry. Good luck.
And if we go upstairs...
Moving.
Viridian, the green blade. A blade fashioned by the elves of long ago, this longsword has seen many great battles over the ages. Its surface is smooth and strangely warm to the touch. Plus 6 damage to beast and 10 nature resistance. I like it. And let's see. We're going to use that for now. It is Elvish made. And this is better than the one that we have. 2 damage. Oh. And I will give this to Zephron. And we can probably sell that. I wish I had time to enchant it, but it'll be fine. Interesting that humans would have an elvish made sword, but I'm not going to question that. Alright, so we should probably check in with Caitlin and let her know that we found her brother.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
Loghain will get what's coming to him, I promise you.
I know that. That's not what I'm talking about. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliff Castle and she had a daughter. Only, I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But, after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
That's wonderful news.
The only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
If you want to, we could try.
I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Yeah, I didn't mean to trigger that quest, but hey, it happened. And Caitlin.
Said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
About the sword I found in your home.
Evan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
Perhaps I could pay you something for it.
I have no idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan. I couldn't ask you for money.
It's a very valuable sword. Here, 500 silver. Take it.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. How can I ever repay you?
Just stay safe, both of you.
Sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
elves are very... Elves are... They don't really care for wealth. At least Dalish elves don't. So gold, silver, all of that, that really means nothing to me. And since Caitlin and Bevan, they're not bad people. I don't really have anything against humans. They haven't done anything to me. And, well, I got a piece of elvish craft back, that potentially belonged to my family, who knows? Or not my family, my clan. My people is what I'm trying to say. The green blade potentially belonged to my people. I'm not sure how they acquired it, but I'm not going to question that. And so I decided, maybe... it just seemed nice to help them out. And also proves that elves aren't spiteful people. We don't hate humans. Not all of us.
Have you spoken to Owen? Is he not the most stubborn I've ever met?
I haven't talked to him yet,
What
no.
are you waiting for? You need something from me?
Is there anything else I can
Could
do?
use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about
He's
Dwin.
a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Carry on, then.
Let's hope we see morning.
Alright, so we should probably talk to the blacksmith real quick.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Is this Owain, the blacksmith? I need to see you.
Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
I'd prefer to speak through... I prefer not to speak through the door. Can I come in?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Linya, of a Grey Warden, helping Ban Tegan.
Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny you didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen. Though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself in the smithery?
No, Belena. Is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead. Or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village or anyone.
So you intend to drink yourself to death?
Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us?
I intend to try.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
And what if she's
Would
dead?
be better than going to my grave wondering.
What about the militia? They need your help.
Look for Verlaine. We open the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
I'll do my best.
Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want to promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I'll find...
Rest. Please believe us, friend.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least. Right then. It seems I have some work to do, relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill.
Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me. I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
Let's talk business.
I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
And I'm just pretty much going to sell anything that I don't need. Which isn't a lot. Leather gloves can go, the heavy steel can go. Tend to sell Morgan's robes. They can go. Is there any potential upgrades that I can get? Alistair, you definitely need some tier 3, tier 3, tier 5, they're better. Tier 4. Everything he has is either better or good quality. So that's a shame. Oh well.
I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I felt... Let me up. I have the key.
Yeah, not really worth taking. Honestly, I'd probably just take it and just sell it back to him, but eh. Right.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantig and the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
We're not only ready, Murdoch. We're going to
I
win.
hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
How is morale?
Are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
I'll be back. I need to check on
I have
something.
A good feeling about tonight.
Alright, so we managed to get Owain back in business. The militia's decently ready, but there's still a few things we can do. Like, for example, Dwayne. Pick the lock on the door.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
I apologize. I don't mean any harm.
Accepted. The name's Dwyn. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So what? You're recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Your chances are better out there than in here.
But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else can run around in the open waiting to die.
Can't I change your mind?
Let's hear what...
Oh. Oh. Oh, we can, Linya can be a little thoughty. Do I dare? No, I want to. I'll put in a good word for you with Ban Tegan and the Jarl.
You might just be able to pull that off. Fine. I'll throw in with the militia. For now. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
You can really be it. Because with the Dalish elves, you can completely remember Camlin and that other girl, whatever her name is, Lana or something like that. You can completely ruin their relationship by sleeping with Camlin. So wow, so that's one potential thing that happens. There's that, and I know there's another instance where you can you can just be a thoughty. You know what, let's just walk into random people's houses. It's an RPG. Ah, that's right. Durnal Garrison.
What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone
I knew
Irregulars.
this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
So that's two again.
It's done, naturally.
Health Paulus, yes. We need all the health potions we can get. So I've been a bit busy because classes for me start up next week, and I'm extremely excited and nervous. I had finally gotten my textbooks in, so I know this is going to be a good year. I'm an English major, for those of you who don't know, and I have to take pretty much a survey of American literature too. And when I got the reading list, oh yay, another health poultice. Ooh. When I got the reading list for this semester, I was actually very excited. Because one of the reading material on there was Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and I have always wanted to read it. I don't know why I never got around to... I don't know why I never gotten around to ordering the book and reading it for myself. Because kind of like reading it for a class will make it a chore, but no, I'm actually genuinely excited to read this book. You know, I'm just really excited. So yeah, and then we also got the portrait of Dorian Gray. There was another one. What was it? The portrait of Dorian Gray. It's on my bookshelf. Like I said, they just came in, and I'm just really excited for it. Graffiti. Militiamen. Hey, Bella.
So come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'll have to talk to Lloyd. He's got us bigots.
What do you know about the elf in that corner?
He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy. Keep safe.
I should go.
Not looking for company.
Strange, seeing a fellow elf here.
Nothing in common. You're Dalish.
We're still both elves, aren't we?
You're simply here to act suspiciously, I take it.
What? I'm acting suspiciously.
Oh, now that was convincing.
Look, you're very pretty and all, but I was told to... just leave me alone.
What do you mean? What were you told to do?
Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Ward, I'm threatening people.
And how do you know I'm a Grey Warden?
Just, overheard it, that's all. If you'll excuse me, I want to get to the Chantry before the sun goes down.
This will be easier if you just tell me what you're hiding.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to do anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
Who are they who hired you to do
A tall
this?
fellow, I forget his name. He said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Loghain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
What were you supposed to watch the castle
Just
for?
to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
How do I know you're telling the
Here,
truth?
this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it, do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of on the side. You have to believe me.
I think you should help defend Redcliff tonight.
All right, I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes? Words, brave words. Well, we'll see when night falls, won't we? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
Let's see what you have.
Got some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Flawed, clear. All of these are flawed. I don't have shell with me, so yeah. I mean... I can't compare these two, considering that they're literally the exact same. Not whatever. I'll take all of your health poultices, all of your injury kits, because Lord knows I'm going to need them. Double baked Mamari Crunch recipe. I'm going to buy more flasks to make more potions, more elf fruit. And I'll take your deep mushrooms. And I'll take your ale. And I'll sell you that. You know, funny that you're in here, though. I would think that the town would take every able-bodied man they can find.
What can I get you?
Who are you, anyway?
Out here. You're a runaway from the city.
I'm Dalish, if you must know.
So, I've heard about that. Seen one in my entire life, though. Something else I can get for you?
Answer a few questions.
Make them quick.
Shouldn't you be helping defend the town?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
Either die fighting in the mill or die now. Your choice.
Tegan said we didn't have to. He said, fine, I'll go. But all of this better be here when I get back. I don't want the place drunk out from under me. Blasted bloody...
That may have been a bit rude of us to do, but it's my opinion, a town is like a clan. If you love your town, if you love your clan, you will do anything in your power to defend it. The Dalish, they don't care if you're a man, woman, child, well, they tend to protect the children. But they don't care if you're a man or a woman. Most clans tend to able-bodied elves, regardless of gender, fight for their clan. Or at least that's how Linya's clan worked. Because you saw that she was hunting with Tamlin. She's able-bodied, she can hunt. We did see, though, in the other day...
I don't know.
To help rebuild, then, once this is all over with?
I cannot say. Even if I survive this blight, I am a very old woman, Alistair.
Why? Because of some grey hair? You are a formidable... You could see that it happens.
I think you overestimate the number of years I have, but perhaps you are right. Or perhaps the memories of what happened there will be too strong for me to face.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, it's good to have someone that can weigh myself. That would be something.
Wynn, you are such a grandma of the group, and I love that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but in the Dalish clan that we found to help us out with the blight, it was clear that they had a few dedicated to women and dedicated to men. Again, in the case of Camlin, and that one girl. Didn't really want to marry because Tamlin was going to be the hunter. Draw says... Oh, I can change out my party.
Say no more.
That's good to know.
The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.
Sir Perth.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to...
Call me Lana, if you would.
Thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliff. For now, my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Okay, so, Sir Perth, let's just unwrap you a little bit. First off, I love the armor. The gold is amazing and immaculate. 2, I love your mannerism. Thank you. Thank you so much for asking how to address an elf. This proves elves and not all humans. These two can be very civil with each other, and I love that. And Sir Perth, you are very easy on the eyes, young sir. Just letting you know. You mentioned something...
Al fell sick. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was the Arl sick with?
He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the
I
urn?
once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliff and heard the news of strange attacks.
I want to discuss something else. Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
This? Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully.
A fine tactic, provided it actually kills them and you don't end up having to deal with flaming undead.
Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Is there any help?
Armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the for some. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
I'll see what I can do.
My heart to hear it.
carry on.
Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
So he wants holy protect. I'm not sure what we can do about that, but maybe the revered mother. Oh yeah, now we're seeing a lot of bodies. And some of the men even have leather armor now.
I'm ready for this battle. We have enough men, and I know we can defend our home.
We even have poor Lloyd over here.
I'm certainly gonna die. Hope you're as amused as Murdoch is.
Oh, even more so, sir. And ink. Ah, there's the elf boy.
I can't believe I'm going to fight. That's what I get for mixing myself up in all this.
Poor boy. But, as I said, a town is a clan. And we sent every able-bodied we can to fight that, to defend the clan. Alright, so...
Good day.
Let's go over to you, Mother Hannah.
You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
I can be such a bitch. As much as I want to be, honestly, I am like that. I cannot stand by while monsters attack the helpless.
Many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a woman of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
Surely this cannot be the inch. These few are all who are left.
All themselves, yes, are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Sir Perth needs holy protection for the
I
knights.
have done all I can for them. I pray for face that seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a...
Use me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense. I will not lie to them like that.
But if they think it helps them...
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of Sir Perth and the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
I think Lily approved. And I know Morgan, she definitely wouldn't approve. Morgan pretty much hates everything that has to do with helping others. She's just a bitch. But surprisingly, she's still one of my favorite characters, and she does have the most growth when you get a chance to know her.
I've a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. I serve you, yes? Stand there. Question pertains to what you intend to do with me this is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Is this after I ravage celebration?
Normally I'm the one doing the ravish to comely lasses. I like it. But you're also distracting me from the point. I said I would serve until you released me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
There's always a use or two for a handsome elf.
I'm sure I could come up with a few more if pressed. My options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Of course, the approval sky. uh, the achievement that you get for romancing Zafran is also hilarious. I think it's called like. It kind of implies that he's a bit easy. I can't think of the achievement right now.
The Knights of Redcliff are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you.
Has she?
Mother Hannah has some holy amulets. Would those
They are
do?
the same as the symbols worn by their priests. Well, that would more than suffice.
You think it would actually help?
These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Is there anything else you need?
Nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of...
Carry on.
Grey Warden, Maker watch over you.
We're just gonna check on Murdoch real quick to make sure we got everything ready.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
I'd like to talk about
Thanks
Dwayne.
for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it.
I want to discuss something
There's not
else.
much time before sundown.
How is morale?
Spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's present more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
I'll be back. I need to check on something.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
Okay, so I'm looking up the achievements, and yeah, for Zephyron, his is Easy Lover, which, I mean, we've talked to Zephyron enough to know that he's a bit promiscuous, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a necessarily bad quality. He's just a man who loves the pleasures of life. He's a, oh god, what is it called? I want to say they're called a Hibbolist or something like that. Pretty much people who, excuse me. Pretty much people who enjoy life's simple pleasures. And then, Morgan is, Morgan's achievement is called Witch Gone Wild. I'm pretty sure we know what that one's in reference to. God, I love Xbox achievements. Ooh, chest. Split mill. I can either keep it or sell it at this point. I think what Alistair has on is still better. And, I think, Liliana's... what is Liliana's? I think Hopeless Romantic was, Hopeless I think is Alistair. Oh no, Hopeless Romantic is when you romance everyone. First Knight is Alistair. Knight being spelled with a K and I-G-H-T. Because Alistair is obviously a knight. And, fun fact for people who don't, Alistair is actually a virgin. Of course, he was a Templar in training and was going to be given to the Chantry, so it would make sense for him to be. Liliana, doesn't say, but she's never taken the vow as... And her achievement is Wine, Women, and Song. And yeah, so those are the 4 achievements for the 4 potential romances. And I've gotten Zephron's, I've gotten Alistair's, and I've gotten Morgan's. I have never gotten Liliana's, but I don't know, she's just such a sweetheart, you know? And I'm planning on romancing her one day, probably as a female warden, because we don't get enough representation for lesbians, you know, in romance. So me as well. But that's unfortunately all the time I have. We have prepared the village as best we can. We got every potential able-bodied man out here. We've got Dwayne and his two thugs. We have Lloyd out here. We have Benwick, I think his name was. Berwick, sorry. We've managed to convince Owain to prepare armor and weapons for the militia. Told about the oil in the general store. So all we have to do now... Oh, and we also got the holy protection for the knights, which we both know it ain't gonna do anything, but if they believe, maybe it's like one of those placebo effects. If they believe, it will work. Those kind of things. So the only thing to do now is to tell either Murdoch or Sir Perth that we are ready. But unfortunately, that is probably going to take a little bit longer than the time I have, so we'll have to do that in the next part. So thank you for joining me in today's episode. I'm looking forward to doing the next part. I'm a little anxious, though, because it's going to be a challenge. We're going to have to fend off the undead, and I might switch up some companions to better help. We're probably going to keep Wynn because she is a healer, and Lord knows we need it. We might say goodbye to Zephyron and take Liliana instead. I might switch out Alistair for Shale. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the next part. But yeah, that's all the time now. I've been XFox1. You guys have been great, and I'll see you in the next part. Goodbye, lovelies. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, then hit the like button to let me know, and leave a comment. Feedback is always welcomed here. I also have a couple of ongoing series for your viewing pleasure. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. Oh, and check out my Twitch to see my videos early. It's always good to have you on my channel. I'll see you lovelies in the next video. I'm XFox1. Have an awesome night.